Hey, Exiles. Wow. Was that a little bit of silence to start the stream? That's odd. I hope everyone is doing great tonight. Obviously, we are just 3 days out from the launch of Path of Exile 1 3.26. And you might be thinking, what is this guy doing? He's not theory crafting a build. He's not sitting in Path of Building, making something to League start with. He's not blasting the campaign and trying to race through and find the most optimized method to beat the game possible. All those questions would be completely valid. And to those questions, I say, yeah, I'm not doing any of those things. Because I'm going to log in on Friday and I'm going to choose my build on Friday. And I'm just going to play. And I'm going to have fun. We're going to chill. We're going to do the Path of Exile. I have my camera all set up. I have my weights all good to go. We're ready for a different sort of League launch. And I am in no way concerned about optimizing the fun out of the game. And for everybody who's here right now, starting the stream or maybe watching the VOD before we get into what we're going to be doing tonight, which is playing Path of Exile 2. I know, shocker. We're also going to do a react to one of my good friend Gavryn's videos. Yeah, a rare react from myself. I'd like to touch on a bit of drama in the Path of Exile 1 community, okay? People who see clips, watch clip channels, or pay attention to the Twitch. I don't even know what to call it. The Twitch stratosphere, streamosphere, and all the build creation will know that there's a little bit of war going on between some creators. And all I'd like to say, I don't even want to touch on the builds themselves. I don't want to really touch on the creators. All I want to say, I have two things to say. One, and this is important. Are we really fighting over stuff like this? Are we fighting over how to optimize the fun out of the game? Like, seriously? Like, I'm seeing people go at each other's throats and it's crazy. We shouldn't be doing that. That is wild. And two, we should just have fun playing the game. Okay, you guys? Just have fun. Just chill. Have a good time. None of these guys, okay? I don't want to talk about personalities. None of these people are putting bad builds out there. Are some builds more optimized for certain types of play than others? 100% yes. But are we going to lump some of these people who are trusted, who are great individuals, into the category of someone who's just completely trying to bait their audience for no reason? There's no real monetary gain. It's just because they want to set people up for failure. I don't think that's the case. So I just want to say, if no matter who we're talking about here, just know that very, 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 very few creators in Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile 2 are ever out to get you, okay? And a lot of them will help if you have questions. People want to attribute malice to a lot of things, and I just don't think that's the case here. People are not being malicious with these build creations, and I just hate to see people going at each other's throats and saying stuff completely unrelated to Path of Exile or video games, slinging insults people's way. It is bulk. It's just bullcrap. It's terrible. That's my input on the drama. Essentially, it's bad. It's just bad for everyone. And I hate that people weaponize builds to go against each other. I just hate it. You know, that didn't really happen with Path of Exile 2.0.2. It was more about the game itself, people having problems with the game. Well, we're back to Path of Exile 1. We're back to the silly League starter drama. So, okay. I think we've stalled long enough. Hey, everybody in the chat. What's going on, Big Dunfiltered? Hey, Omega Cybers. Thank you for the 14 months at tier 1, dude. Hey, Limadem. Let's talk about the build drama in the PoE1 verse. Just gave my take on it. Just gave my take. Hey, Fulleration. What's happening? Haven't played PoE in some time. Hopefully it's gotten better. Hope all is well. All is great here, dude. Toxic try, toxic try. I'm not being toxic. I am just speaking the truth. Okay? People who are fighting over this are crazy. And then they're flinging insults at each other. We don't need to fling insults. And I do think one side is obviously more right than the other. Okay? But I don't want to heighten the drama. Silly. Should I try PoE1 next week? You 100% should. PoE1 is a great game. It's super fun. Not expecting me to talk about this drama? Hey, it's affecting someone who I would consider my friend in a pretty unfair manner. So I wanted to touch on it briefly. I love that PoE1 is made up nerds that fight over mathematical optimization. The thing is, that's fine. Mathematical optimization fighting is 100% fine. Would you guys agree with me? Like seriously. If you're fighting over numbers and how to best optimize a build for pinnacle bossing or clearing tier 17 maps and farming Legion, that's totally good. When you start flinging insults people's way, I mean, one, your argument just falls apart, and two, it just weaponizes your community, which you're not fully responsible for, but you are partially responsible for, against these other people who don't deserve this sort of slop thrown at them. It sucks. Hey, SW Shinigami, what's up? Hey, Vladis, what's happening, dude? Hey, Alex Albert. Hey, D1P. Always loving PoE2, man. Dude, I am having so much fun on my Mercenary playing PoE2. I'm going to show you guys him in a second. I've been doing an SSF playthrough. Hey, Alex. Hey, Kiritsu. Hey, Burn1MMN4N. Hey, Big Unfiltered. Yeah. I don't want to go into it anymore. I just wanted to start the stream with that. I think it's silly. As always. People fighting over numbers is totally fine, but then people starting to throw, personal insults and crap is not fine. All right. We're probably going to play some Path of Exile 2 because I am not prepping a bit. I'm just going fine. And then we will do a react to my friend Gav's video on Path of Exile 2 and 1's Hiring Crisis. What's up with the beard? It's got to go. I am growing it out for 1 month, okay? I know, lots of comments about the beard, honestly, okay? At least 100 comments about the beard. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys noticing. You watch my videos. It's good to know. My wife likes it, okay? She said she likes it. What I'm planning, she likes it short though. Like, it's obviously too long, right guys? It's too long, I get it. I'm growing it out for 1 month, and then I'm gonna start trimming. I'm gonna start shaping and trimming. I'm getting some like, what is it? It's not oil. I'm getting stuff from my beard to make sure it's like fashioned appropriately. Obviously it's not right now. It's looking scruffy. It's looking rough. I apologize if it looks a little rough. We'll just deal with it for a little bit longer, and it'll look much better. And we're gonna have 2 weeks. Okay, I promise. And if it looks bad, well then rip to beard. I love my lightning arrow at Amazon, but I can't wait for PoE1. I'm pretty excited. I don't know what I'm gonna play though. I don't know. A lot of people are doing a lot of prep. I am going in blind, man. Blind. Why doesn't Jonathan Rogers like Claire Obscure? Well, we all know. People who have played Claire Obscure and beat Act 1 know the type of person Jonathan Rogers is. Yo, Gardisto! Thanks for tier 1 for 16 months. Rough beard sounds like a proper league start look though, Kappa. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, Omega Cybers, I've got my glasses right here. I'm actually considering getting a new pair of glasses that are maybe more form-fitting. Maybe like a pair of red glasses, red frameless glasses. I think that would suit the toxic try persona a little bit better. Frosty saw one of my shorts the other day, and he thought it was funny. And I was like, bro, I'm kind of channeling your energy and another guy called Man Carrying Thing when I make those shorts. Beard oil. I don't think it's oil. Not oil. It's something else. Just like moisturizer. Yeah, SSF feels really good. Manscaping. Exactly. Don't let PoE1 players know that you're having fun. you know, I'm really hoping that people are chill. I've seen a lot of people really chill. You know, literally the only bad thing that's happened is this stupid build drama that I think is just total manufactured crap. That's it. Everything else has been really nice. Beard butter, beard oil. Maybe beard butter. You should let chat decide what you play. Bro, but I want to have like... I don't know about that. I was fine with the start of PoE2 because I was excited to play anything. But for PoE1, I think I want to choose my own build. Because the fact of the matter is, I am not that... I like getting the challenges in Path of Exile 1. I love the game, right? I really do. However, I'm not super in love with theory crafting, and I don't think the moment-to-moment gameplay is as engaging as Path of Exile 2, and I like the Path of Exile 2 moment-to-moment gameplay and progression better. Don't kill me. So I want to pick something that I really think I'll like to play and play that for Path of Exile 1. Because my goal really is to do the Path of Exile challenge to beat Eater and Exarch with Path of Exile and then eventually get a good number of the challenges as well. So that's the goal for Path of Exile 1. I love my Burke, but he broke and got stuck at the temple in Act 3. It was before I learned to rake level. I don't rake level, bro. I did what you suggested and gave PoE1 a try as PoE2 only player. Best decision ever. Blasting through axes on Marauder and loving the crafting. Let's go. SW Shinigami. Good to hear. I'm getting a lot of comments like that. I decided to play Path of Exile 1 after your little video, and I ended up loving it. That was the goal. Even though the algorithm killed that video. Guys, murdered. All my Path of Exile 1 content just gets murdered in the algorithm. It's kind of wild. But my Path of Exile 2 stuff is doing perfectly fine. But I'm glad you saw it, and I'm glad you liked it. Beard Balm. That's what it is. Dog fart. Dog fart smell. Familiar? Dog fart familiar? Nice. I am playing PoE2 today. I have been stalling. Okay, first. Here. I don't have it set up yet fully. All right, but I am. I'm gonna have a tracking camera for Path of Exile. I'm gonna have the wheel in it as well. All right. We're gonna be able to like, you know, get like here. Like, oh yeah. Yep. Oh. Yeah. I need to reposition some things, but we're gonna have the Path of Exile all good to go, dudes. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna get ripped playing Path of Exile, and I encourage all of you to do the same. All right, got to do it. You got to do it. Any ideas of what you might play on PoE1? I am now leaning toward melee. I'm leaning toward Slayer or Champion. I might go Champion. I might do like dual strike of ambidexterity because I like playing one character and I don't rush like 2 Void Stones day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I usually get my Void Stones probably like a weekend. I'm pretty slow, guys. Like, so I'm not rushing to be a part of the economy. I'm just playing something that I think I'll find fun. So maybe dual strike of ambidexterity. Maybe I'll do some sort of Cyclone build. You know, I saw a lot of people talking about Glacial Hammer of battering. Kind of cool. I kind of want to play something melee, but I don't know. I'll probably decide the day of. Yeah. Now I know about Reg X. It's over. Path of Exile 1 is so over. Nothing is going to be able to overcome me now. I have Reg X knowledge, guys. I know how to look for vendor items. I know to look for the right map mods. I mean, I'm saying I won't get my stones until the end of week 1. I might get my stones day 3, day 4 with Reg X, guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. Please don't punch a hole in the wall while I lift. I will not do that. Champ is busted. Even I know Champ is busted, and I am no build crafter. I've been seeing like every streamer practicing and just doing shield charge, and it's so boring watching everything doing literally the same thing. They just all want to race. Well, X-Gutta, let me tell you something. Follow my channel if you don't want to see that day 1, because you know what I'm going to do day 1? I'm going to be a slow-ass turtle going through the campaign, talking with all of you guys, talking about the new league mechanic, everything that we find, and I'm going to be working out and encouraging you to get fit at the same time. So it's going to be a fun stream. Tune into my stream if you'd like. It's definitely going to be different. Also, we'll probably be blasting Claire Obscure music. So if you're a Claire Obscure fan, sorry, Camille. I'm so sorry, Camille. I'm so sorry, Michael. We will likely be blasting some PoE, Claire Obscure music. My dude, I can make you a regex generator. I found a tool for regex. Also, I have this notepad that I will be using for regex. So don't worry. You can see my last note was actually 2 years ago today. This journey began. I haven't made notes for videos in quite a long time. I've just been riffing. So it's been a bit. Wow, this is my password book. Good thing I didn't show you that. My PayPal password, my Google YouTube password. That's great. That's great. I'm really glad I showed you the right page, because that would have been really bad. I shouldn't have this on my desk. What am I doing? Holy crap. Okay. All right. What is regex? Regular expression. It allows you to filter through items to find certain modifiers on the items. It highlights them in your stash or in the vendor window. I just learned about it. Localhole has a tutorial for it. Don't write your passwords down. Bro, what do you mean? How am I supposed to know my passwords if I can't write them down? What are you talking about, dude? What? Hi. Hey, you can't come on camera. Hey, one sec, guys. You go to your room. Go to your room. My 3-year-old daughter is trying to become YouTube famous. Not happening. Hey, what did I say? Amber. Hey, no. Okay. You all right? Hey, you have to stay off camera. Go to your room, please. I'm going to play Path of Exile too. Okay? Yes, there's currently a disaster happening. She's supposed to be asleep. She is not asleep. Okay. I'll wait a second before I log in because I think she is once again going to be opening the door. See? Not funny. It's not funny. You're not being funny. No. Okay, all right. My wife came upstairs, so we're good. All right. Okay. Okay. No, it's okay. I didn't show any of my passwords, so we're good to go. Okay. So, Path of Exile, guys. I have in my downtime now that I finished Claire Obscure. Okay, I didn't finish Claire Obscure. I still have to do all, literally all of the side content. I have been playing Merc. All right. And Merc is awesome. I don't know if any of you guys know, but Merc is just sweet. I am doing a Galvanic Shards Mercenary right now. All right. I did just unlock Stormblast Bolts, but it's not crazy powerful. So here's the general build I've got going. I'm not following a guide. I've just thought I should go to the crossbow node and get all this crossbow stuff. And then obviously I'm right here next to crit, and I'm next to this lightning node. So I think the lightning rod node is the next one I want for lightning damage. Yeah. Hey, Penguin Patasso, what's happening, man? What I normally do is I take my real name, put some salt, depending on the app I'll use, and one type of encoder algorithm to create my passwords. Mine are I don't want to give away what I do, but I do not do that. I also bought the supporter pack because the armor was just so cool. I had to get it. Do you see what else I bought, guys? Do you see what else I bought? So you're going to see I'm not that strong right now. Okay? Like, I'm not going to melt anything. I actually have a pretty crappy crossbow, unfortunately. So that's the main reason why I'm not doing great. Now, I am a tactician, and I'm going for massive pin power, okay? So I have the node that helps me build up pin faster, and when people are pinned, they cannot perform any actions. So it's a massive defensive layer. And I've been going pretty chill on this, so what am I at? I'm at 8 hours, 18 minutes. With lots of AFK time because, unfortunately, my daughters keep waking up while I'm playing. And I don't log out. I spent like 30 minutes on Viper not Pawazzi last night. And I went AFK for an hour and a half in the Viper fight because my daughter woke up and I was at like... the Viper was at 30% health. And that was a tough fight for me. So I did not want to lose out on it. So I just left my computer on for an hour and a half. So I'm really padding up the time it takes me. But I'm learning quite a bit about, I don't know, just PoE in general. But if any of you have not played Path of Exile 2 since all the changes, game feels radically different now, in the campaign especially. And I'm playing an SSF. So I'm going to see how endgame feels pretty soon here. Now, I have this new ability right here, which is Storm Blast Bolts, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to lay down a ton, and then he's going to walk out of it. Now I'm going to detonate them with the grenades. It doesn't do a ton of damage, but it does like enough damage that I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty legit. So I started using them. I don't know if it's worthwhile or not, but it felt good. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. It feels good. Oh, by the way, my Storm Blast Bolts don't have any support gems on them because I just got it and I haven't been able to add support gems. So I go this. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. I detonate them with the explosive grenades and it feels pretty good. But obviously I'm oh, another Jeweler's Orb. That's only my second one. Very cool. Okay. Yeah. Am I going to run Artillery Ballista? I haven't even tried it out. The most important grenade note you missed. What do you mean I missed the most important grenade node? This one? Maybe I should get that. So, full disclosure, I was having problems aiming my grenades because I was in, I was in Utsal, and I was fighting the Viper, and I couldn't get it to line up, so I was like, I just want all in on my crossbow damage. Yeah, Merc is a beast. Merc is really fun. So I actually just need some support gems here, guys. Artillery Ballista is amazing with Tactician. Okay, so maybe I should get Artillery Ballista. I haven't I'm just like experimenting with stuff because to be honest, guys, right? I don't like build craft. Like I don't look at other people's builds a ton. I'm usually just playing what I play, and so I played Warrior to Cruel. I've played Monk level 94 through pretty much all the endgame, and I played Amazon to Citadels and one Arbiter attempt. That is 15% flat more. Okay, yeah, so I definitely need that node. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably path to that next. Hey, I haven't played PoE2 for half a year. Have there been any major changes? Tractor Tarzan, there have been a plethora of major changes, my dude. It is, I'm not exaggerating. At the start of 0.2, it was a brand new game, and now it is like a brand new game from the start of 0.2. They've moved the game in a pretty good direction, I'd say. There's still a lot of balance problems. That's what I would say. There's a lot of stuff that is just not good right now. Okay, that's the only problem. That's the only problem. I just accidentally touched that. And I swapped it. There's a lot of skills that aren't like in a good place right now. but they're actively aware of it, and that's actually the primary balance-related thing that they're working on for 0.3. There's also a new class, too, and a new weapon that has been pretty fun. I also noticed a ton more tier 2, tier 3 uniques, or rares are dropping in the campaign, whereas before I don't even think I saw any. That's pretty cool. I don't know if they had no chance to drop before or I just was not lucky, but I was not finding any. And we're getting buffs only after 3.26. Omega Cybers is correct. I wonder how soon those are coming. I'm also really wondering how PoE1 is going to feel to play for a longer amount of time for myself. I know a lot of people have really enjoyed going back to it. I wonder how it's going to feel for me, because in Freesia, I just played to level 80 for that armor set and for kind of the goal to get to level 80 in hardcore and not die. And then after that, I kind of pieced out. So I'm wondering if I'm going to enjoy it long term or not. It's going to be really interesting. I really need a better crossbow, I think. Unfortunately, my crossbow does not have the best damage. I had a goated crossbow from Act 1 that I think I actually got on stream. And then I really didn't find anything better until I was forced to upgrade. What changes are you hoping to get that we haven't seen yet? For the game itself? I'm really hoping we see some fundamental, not number tweaks to Acolyte of Chayula, but mechanical tweaks, because that's something is it's so thematically cool. I really want to try it out, but it just doesn't seem to play too well. So I'm pretty excited to try out Acolyte of Chayula. I'm also hoping they fundamentally change the way a few of the mace skills work. Because when people complain about skills being a little janky to use, I think the bulk of the skills that they are complaining about, feeling-wise, are mace skills, and Jonathan acknowledged that in my interview with him. So I'm really curious to see if they start an Iron Rune, fundamentally changing how those skills work. The vibe that we kind of got, guys, was that they're not only going to do numbers tweaks, they're going to do fundamental changes to skills to make them feel better, which is very exciting. And those won't be waiting for 03, 04, 05. That's what I'm excited for. I would also love to see Fangs of Frost or Fangs of Winter, whatever it's called, the spear, the melee spear ice skill change, because it feels cool to use, but it's just not powerful enough. That's one where I think numbers tweaks and slight mechanical changes, like the ability to maybe use its special ability not just with parry charges, but also frenzy charges, would be just phenomenal. Just for me personally. Alright, we got the boss right here. Maybe take out this guy first. I've also heard that there's a gem called like automatic reload or something, or emergency reload. I'm wondering if I'm getting close to be able to use it. I haven't actually. Maybe I could look. Maybe it's level 11. My brother-in-law was telling me about it because he was the merc specialist this league. Maybe I'm pretty close to it. Emergency reload. Taco Bell Monk feels pretty bad to play. Do you know what you were starting? I'm either going Cyclone Champ or RF Chief. I might go Cyclone. I think I'm going to go some sort of maybe Slayer or Champion. But I'm not sure yet. I'm going to decide the day of Circaean. I literally don't know which one I'm going to try. Okay, so instantly reload your active crossbow ammunition and empowers the loaded bolts to deal more damage. 22% more damage. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so let's definitely equip that. Maybe put it my middle. Yeah, I'll put it on my middle. Okay. Oh, wait. What was that? Was that a level 12? I'm not high enough yet. Okay, here... Where is it? Stormblast bolts. I don't want any of those. What's this? 15% more damage. Longer duration. Is it a duration? Loaded bolts. Maximum buff duration. Okay, so 40% more. Ah, I like that. That's nice. Okay. Crazy, I just started hardcore soul stuff out with Merc. Soul Live at level 40. My first hardcore character. Lit, man. Congratulations. Let's go. Alright. Here we are. Boss time. We got this. Now I have emergency reload on middle click. Okay. No, no, no! I clicked the wrong button! Oh, it's a big feels bad. See, the ability to interrupt this guy is so insane. Did you just see I just interrupted his For the Clan ability with Pin? Pin is pretty strong. I feel like some people slept a little bit on the Pin. Maybe I'm wrong. I just didn't see a lot of tactician builds. And I know it wasn't that powerful. Or it wasn't that played, sorry. Not that powerful is the wrong word. Alright, there we go. Siege Cascade Tactician is a solid sleeper build. I just started it. I saw, was it Big Ducks put that out a few weeks or like a week ago? Big Ducks is back, by the way. Log in. Very cool. Love Big Ducks. He's awesome. All right. Movement speed. Okay. By the way, you guys, I'm doing a funny thing. All the rare boots I find that I can't use because there's no movement speed, I'm going to make a video about this. I'm putting in this tab. All the rare boots I find. I haven't found rare boots that I can equip because they don't have movement speed since I got these. I'm not exaggerating. And I've slammed a few. I've sillily slammed a few. So I'm going to make a video about this. This is an SSF. And I know it's an SSF and you can't balance around SSF, but I'm still going to be like, this be crazy. Ooh, big fizz. 12 to 18 fizz. Because movement speed on boots is it's wearing on me, Exiles. It's wearing on me. I'm gonna go to Act 1. Wait. Tactician was awesome. Glad I started it. Pin did end up being super powerful. Can the game be beaten unarmed? I'm not too sure. I know. I saw that I got a movement speed boot. A 10% movement speed boot. You're right. However, I'm gonna need to up my dexterity to use it. I saw the 10%. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've got to go. Got to go back here. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They should balance around SSF. It would only help trade. I will be honest. I'm not smart enough to argue either position. I'll just be honest. I don't think I can adequately argue either position. If they balanced around SSF, I think it would... basically, I think the argument is, correct me if I'm wrong, it would allow people to, quote-unquote, finish the game too fast. Is that, like, the big concern? Oh my gosh, this girl is pissing me off. Stop TPing out of my grenades. No! Oh my goodness. Wait, she's fully healed? Is this guy... Wait, how is she fully healed? Is the Spriggan healing her? What's going on here? One second. Let me separate these guys up. What the? What? Does the Spriggan have a heal ability? Here, I'm gonna try to stand on top of her and see if she moves. She does. She keeps TPing around. It's very unfortunate. Okay, we're gonna plant it here. She's gonna get electrocuted. No! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No! No! I stunned you! You... Oh, she's a Shroud Walker and she has the freaking TP. This is... Oh my gosh. Got him. Okay. Totally worth it, guys. Totally worth it. Don't you worry. Okay. Higher recovery rate. 100% we want that. That sounds great. Big. Oh, Proj skills. Plus 30 spirit. I can get another aura. That's great. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Or I can add some support gems to my aura. That's a biggie. That's a biggie. I need to find the tree. Oh, is the tree right here? Nope, this is Clearfell. This is not the tree. Hey, boss, was thinking about jumping into PoE2 after a few months. How we sitting, brother? Masterman, I think if you've not played it for a while, especially, it's a pretty good time to jump in. Especially if you're not going to play Path of Exile 1. The game feels very different, and I'm having quite a bit of fun playing it, like, casually. I'm not blasting the game. I'm just literally chilling, playing it. Jonathan's completely against movement skills, and they would have to completely redo all the bosses, but I do think they're going to add an out-of-combat sprint or something like that. Yeah, that's really what it seems like. Oh, oh, oh! Any PoE1 advice? I don't want a brick. Okay, well, if you don't want a brick, here's my advice to you, my man. Follow a build guide. Follow a build guide. If you are worried about bricking your character, which, you know, I think playing blind is the best way to do it the first time. A lot of people disagree with me. But if you are legitimately worried about bricking your character, follow a build guide, an easy to follow beginner's league starter guide. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are going to be putting out that stuff, like very beginner focused. I presume. I mean, if I go on YouTube right now, let me just see. Do I see any out right here that are like beginner friendly? If I search PoE1 beginner friendly 3.26 league starter, like if I do that, Arc Ignite Elementalist from Buffalo Baron. Jorgen works with him. Maybe he's nice. Poisonous Concoction of Bouncing League Starter guy. Like a lot of these. Traffic is good. Okay. Okay. Righteous Fire from Pox. That's one I can definitely recommend as being easy for beginners. Very easy for beginners. Blink Arrow, Mirror Arrow. Okay, I don't see any labeled as like beginner friendly. Here's my sort of thing with League starters in Path of Exile 1. And how they're like how a lot of the best people are looking at the game right now. And feel free to disagree with me if you'd like, guys. 100%. A lot of people are treating Path of Exile 1 League starters, I feel like, as like you need to get to 2 waystones in like a day or less. You race to the end, you start grinding your tier 17s, you start farming Uber bosses by the end of week 1. At least these are all the ones that I'm seeing when I search for beginner-friendly 3.26 starters. And I don't know about you, but that's literally that is not how I play. I don't know how many people realistically play like that. I really don't. Like, I know that community is decently large in Path of Exile 1, but I mean it's not me. And I'm guaranteeing it's not a lot of you Path of Exile 2 players looking to play PoE 1 for the first time. So, honestly, I would go for Pox's Righteous Fire if you're a first-time player. I think Vizarin just put out a beginner-friendly Earthquake build. So maybe look up Ziz. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of rough. Pox's Guide is the most complete for R up, yeah. Starter build for Path of Exile 1, not Path of Exile 2 Rampage Kitty. Explosive Era Champion. Yeah, I would just try it yourself. Honestly, I know you said you don't want to brick your build, but I think bricking in Path of Exile 1 doesn't happen nearly as often, especially now that you have gold respec in the game. Like, would you guys say that? Like, I think it's not going to happen nearly as often. Like, respecking is a lot easier in PoE 1 now. Unless the costs are just completely inflated. Gotta be kidding me. Why do you think Merc system will come to PoE 2? I think it's an experiment for Path of Exile 2. I think the Merc system in PoE 1, while I don't think it should be wholesale implemented into PoE 2, I do think it would be a very clever way to start adding special modifier pools to PoE 2, which is something the game is missing right now. Like, there's no real special mod pools. Like, right, okay, there are what? The time lost jewels and everything. But, like, as far as I know, there are no rare items besides those that have special mod pools, like influenced items. I think it would be really cool if the Rogue Exiles started to get, what are they called? Are they called, like, Mercenary or Infamous modifiers? I think that would be a little cool. Like, if Rogue Exiles had rare items that they could drop that have the infamous mods that are only available from Rogue Exiles in PoE 2, I think that'd be pretty cool. What do you guys think about that? Hey, Lil VM, what's happening? 3 a.m. where you are, Lil. Well, you should get to bed. Thanks for stopping by. You're excited for Path of Exile 1? I am as well. Yeah, gold kind of solved bricking. Honestly, I wouldn't worry too much about bricking your build, my man. I would just try a build that sounds fun, that looks fun to you. Because honestly, if you... I don't know. I don't like following build guides. And I try not to until I get very late in the game for Path of Exile 1. Even me not being the biggest theory crafter, it still like takes out some of the fun for myself. You butt. Where are you? Wonder how much damage this guy does. Sorry that I've gone silent. I'm focusing on not dying to super easy boss. I really need a better crossbow. Come on. Come on now. Oh, that would have been beautiful, wouldn't it have been, guys? If I had died right there. Oh, would have been amazing. Last rate of hemorrhage guide in Settlers League. Yeah, Gozu the DJ, that was a really good build. I looked at it a bit when I played that same build, that same skill. I looked at his and I looked at 2 others for mine. And I just mashed them together and it ended up working really well. Just let me equip stuff on my companion and we'll be good to go. Oh, yeah, Lil, I'm growing it out for a month and then I'm cutting it. It's definitely a little unruly right now. I would agree with you. But I have to let all the patches grow in to see what I have to work with, you know? The pin is fun. I know, it's crazy. Is the PoE2 patch really that big of a change, or is your title clickbait? No, it's a pretty massive change. Especially since the start of 0-1. There's been a tremendous number of changes, and it feels like a completely new game. And I've been loving it quite a bit. I'm playing SSF right now. Wow, another Jeweler's Orb. To get a really good feel on the full progress. I'm going to play through the end game on this character in the interim between 0-2 and 0-3. It's like a fresh character. But the game feels quite good to play right now. And I really have not had any frustrating moments, right? People might remember my 18-minute Jamanra kill to start the league. And I wasn't really that frustrated, but it definitely was like a, wow, what the heck is going on moment. Sure, I was a little under-geared, but it was kind of ridiculous. I've had really none of those this entire run, and I've been learning the Merc from scratch. That's been good. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm having a great time. That's basically how I felt playing Clair Obscur. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was having a great time doing it. So that's the way I like to play games. I am like the opposite of optimizing the fun out of games, and I know that does not sit well with a lot of you guys. I know a lot of you guys really like to min-max. My wife is the same exact way. Like when we play D&D, when we played on Someday, she min-maxes her character to the nth degree. And I'm just like, yeah, so I want to really get hooked in the story. And I want to find out like the lore behind this place and get this guy's backstory and know what's really going on here and all that. And my wife is just perfectly, you know, positioning her character in combat, knowing what the best spells are to use. Ooh, a researcher strongbox. Okay. Wait, it freezes me when activated, but that's fine. Oh no, come on. Come on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright guys, am I gonna get like an exalted orb from this? Come on, big rare. 2 exalted orbs. Wow, guys. That is big. Big X. Oh yeah, Expedition 33 is jamming. The music is beautiful. The game is incredible. I'm gonna replay it on expert difficulty and try to do all the optional content eventually. I was thinking today, I feel like Expedition 33 is like one of the first games that I'm gonna try to introduce to my kids. Like, and play with my, one of the first games. Oh my god, no. One of the first games I'm gonna introduce to them when they're older. And I'm gonna be like, guys, I wanna watch you play this, or I think you should play this, and let's talk about it. Like, it's just such a good game. Hopefully they end up liking it. Maybe they'll end up hating it. Dad likes this. Another jeweler's orb? What is going on? Dad likes this stupid game called Expedition 33. I should start with Donkey Kong. I don't know what I'm going to start with. My dad started with like Baldur's Gate. I played Baldur's Gate, Diablo, Age of Empires 2, those games when I was a little kid. It's pathing. Where am I? I'm supposed to go this way. Yep. Thanks, Lilvian. When it comes to bears, there's a point around where you... Yeah, it's itchy right now. I'm dealing with the itchiness, Sir Kayan. Like, it's... it's crazy itchy. But I'm pushing past. I think it's actually that way. Just play Druid and D&D, try then watch the DM hate you. Bro, I'm a DM. I'm usually the DM, but not anymore. But I know exactly what you mean with Druids and D&D. This better be the way. This isn't the way. Oh my gosh. Forgotten Riches is there. Is it this way? Wait, did I just totally get lost? I think I did. It's this way. Forgotten Riches is there. It's always on the opposite side of Forgotten Riches, so it's in this corner. Yeah, Draven's over there. Silly me. Silly me. Oh my gosh, I almost just killed myself. I don't think I'm going to do it with the Wisp. I don't think it's worthwhile. Alright, here we go. Beard oil helps with the itch a lot. I'm getting it. Okay. Somebody's saying beware of weddings. What do you mean beware of weddings? I love weddings. Weddings rock. I still remember getting stuck on this guy for an hour and a half in LA. It was absolutely absurd, guys. Oh, shoot! Wait. I clicked the wrong button. No, get over here. Get over here, bro. I'm running out of health pots. This is bad. Gotta be conservative now, guys. We're being conservative. No, no, no. We got one of those Death Knights. Remember when I was like blasting through Cruel? I like this balance of Cruel a lot more on this character. And I know it's because I have a poopy weapon, but still, I like it. Oh. There we go. Let's go. Oh, I mean, and then you... what? You guys are hilarious. One second. Don't start my kids on console? Nah, probably not. I've never been a console guy. I've always been a... wow, I gotta go back to town. I have always been a PC dude. Always been a PC dude. PC all the way. Yeah, we're gonna equip those. How far am I behind? 44, 45. Okay. So we're gonna equip those. Sell those, sell those. Why do I even have these? Hey, Ryan. Yes, I am. Look at this. Look at this tier 4 item in Cruel. I didn't even know that was possible. Tier 4 rare, or sorry, magic item in Cruel. These loot drops are insane. These changes in the campaign. Way more currency, way more powerful rare items. That has been incredibly apparent during my run through here, guys. I think a lot of people who bounced are going to be pleasantly surprised, and that makes me really happy when they come back for 0-3. And they kind of like signed off the game. I think they're gonna add like Marauder or Templar or something, and a lot of people are gonna end up coming back, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, PoE2 like feels good, it looks good." End game now, I'm really hoping when I get there the progression feels way better now that you find, like, when you find one citadel, all the citadels spawn next to it. Like, I feel like it's gonna feel quite a bit better on that front. And the goal here, my goal with this character, by the way, guys, is to beat Arbiter in SSF. That's my goal. Don't tell me she was right here. Was her Mazo just right here? That would be crazy if true. Her mausoleum was not there. So her mausoleum must be on the opposite side on this map. Speedrun Arbiter? Bro, we are not speedrunning. That is not me. I am not a speedrunner. I respect all speedrunners. I am not a speedrunner. Ooh, let's get this rare right here. Wow, wow, wow. Where is her tomb? Is it way over there? No way. way. How did I get an interview with Grinding Gear Games? They must respect my content, enjoy the way I cover the game. Not sure what else to say. The original way I got an interview was I had sent them an email and said, you know, I'd love to interview one of the devs. And then a few months later, they reached out to me in a separate way and said, hey, Jonathan is keen to chat with you. That was after I had been like doing Reddit recaps. I was recapping all of his posts on Reddit back when Path of Exile 2 still was not released. And that's when I was at like 10,000 subs on YouTube. That's when I had my first interview. Mostly I think it was because I don't think anybody else was really covering PoE2 at the time. I was, and the videos were getting quite a few views. I think they saw that. Yeah. I can't do that with these two guys in there. I literally can't. Can I kill these guys? Oh, got him. Oh no. He has health pots. How many health pots does she have? That is the true question. You butt. She's got a lot. And she's running around out of my grenades. You absolute monster. Don't run out of my grenades. She's healing again. All right, girl. All right, girl. I don't think you have anything that's worth my while. You heal one more time, I'm out of here. You win. Don't do it. Don't heal again. Don't heal again. Don't kill me. Doesn't need to heal. She's gonna kill me. Walking out of my grenades. Walking out of my grenades. You. This is crazy. This is crazy. She's dodging all my grenades. Freezing me? Don't dodge out of my grenades. Don't do it. That's right. Big damage. Big damage. Big damage. Come on. Come on. Nope. 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 Don't. I'm getting you. You're down. Oh my gosh, I dodged it. Dodged it. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's so dead. Wait. Where's the health pots? She's not killing anything. This is like a 10th of my playtime I'm spending killing this Rogue Exile. Where is she healing? What is this regen? What is this ground regen? Is there a rare somewhere? Does she have some sort of support gem that causes her to regen when she does that snipe? Is that what's going on? She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. No. 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 Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, shoot. Well, well, well. Well, 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 guys. That was pretty tough, wasn't it? That was a toughie. I'll be the first to admit that was harder than it needed to be, yeah? Yeah? Maybe it was a skill issue, though. Might have been a skill issue. Oh boy. Why are we gonna miss try for a few weeks? Because I'm gonna play Path of Exile 1, Harry. What's going on, Harry? He has infinite heals. Created ground. Yeah, I'm gonna stream Path of Exile 1, just not Path of Exile 2, you guys. Yeah, that's the funny joke. Okay, what's this? Alright. Oh. Hey, I am doing my own galvanic shards build with just some grenades tied in. I'm gonna try out artillery ballista, and I need to add some supports to storm blast bolts as well. World first. Was that a pinnacle boss? That was a pinnacle boss. That was one hell of a struggle. Yeah, that was a struggle. But once I started, I couldn't give up. So I couldn't give up. I had to keep going. There was no way. Nope, I'm not fighting you. Nope. Nope. I wonder if there's a better crossbow. Shoot. Uh-oh. Wonder if there's a better crossbow sitting at the vendor. I should probably go check. Whoa, almost got me there. Alright, how would I go check right now? I have beaten Expedition 33's main story. I haven't beaten the whole game. So I haven't beaten He Who Shall Not Be Named, as to avoid potential spoilers for people who care about him. Alright. Why can't I get any good physical damage crossbows? All these crossbows are poopy. I have not gotten a single good crossbow since that one in Act 1. Interesting. Nope. And I'm just gonna ID this stuff. Definitely. Yeah, I'll definitely keep that. Eos. 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 On two. Alright. That was nice. Let's definitely keep this. JSON files for the passive skill tree are now available, Exiles. So if you care about that, Path of Exile 1 JSON files are available now. Alright. I don't know what the best skills for this are. Auto reload. Supported skills reload automatically on heavy stunning an enemy. Well, that's interesting. Arm's length, bullseye, more accuracy, bludgeon, break posture, cadence, dazzle. Yeah, I don't really know the best support gems for that. I'm gonna have to ponder about it. Alright, unfortunately, no more good crossbows yet. So we're gonna have to suffer through this boss fight. How are you allowed to play 33 music on my stream? What do you mean? Oh! 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 You can play video game OST without problem. This music does not match her. Buy 3 blue crossbow, use the reforged bench for 3. Okay, maybe I will do that. Seems like good advice. Well, that was very unfortunate. Oh, she just walked into that one right there. Come over here. Come here we go. You teleporting butt. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh. You little butt. Oh my gosh, my daughter's still not asleep. Oh, this is not good. A little bit of lag. We're all good though. We're all good. I have not tried explosive stat. Path of Exile 2, why is it a new game practically? Because they've made so many changes since launch of Dawn of the Hunt, playing through on SSF. From the very start, it feels like a brand new game. Again. And I'm on a Mercenary. And I'm not playing a trade. Practically a brand new game. My daughter is not being good, it sounds like. Oh no, what is this? Wake of Destruction. Oh my. Oh my. Those are pretty good, right? Like, for me to use? Right? Or am I crazy? Those seem pretty good. For me. From my bit, literally. I'm muted in and out on stream? Really? Is it my music? Wake of Destruction seemed pretty great. I just need to fix my int a little bit. Which I can't yet. Okay, I might equip those, dudes. I might equip that. They're pretty good for Galvanic Shards, too, yeah? Galvanic Shards is an attack. Oh no, did I bug out the quest? Oh, I bugged it out. I bugged it out. Gotta reset the instance. Or at least that's my guess. Hopefully I can reset the instance. Whew. Alright, time to get one shot by this man. They have not done a performance update to console, although they did do an update to help with performance with 021. But I don't think it was specifically ever to console. They're consistently working on that. Oh, that one got me. That should stun him. Oh boy. Good thing I'm tanky. Oh. Oh, oh. No! My dude. My dude, I feel like you're gonna one-shot me if I get in close. Oh my god. Please. Please have good mods. Hey, Prince of Persia, what's happening, man? Okay. Copyright rules for Twitch and YouTube. I just wouldn't use any actual, like, commercial songs. I've never had problems with video game soundtracks. Most of the time, people are all good with video game soundtracks. Ugh.
What have we got? Anything take your fancy?
Okay. Okay. So maybe I try to slam this one.
That'll do some violence. Stick to the cards.
This, so I don't know.
Holy crap. Look at that. Omega Cybers, I think you're the one who told me to do this. So props to you, bro. Look at that. Big improvement there. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna regal. Regal. Ah. Not as great. Okay, but because I don't care. Slam. Probably not worth another slam. However, I have no blacksmith shards. Well, that's not great. Okay, well we're gonna equip this thingy right here. Now we have some blacksmith shards. Alright, so we go. Yeah, kitty. Stop. Boom. Okay. Iron rune. Boom. Oh yeah, baby. Right there. Giga damage increase. There we go. Great call, Omega Cybers. Absolute goat. Also, we're going to try to increase our intelligence a little bit. Okay. Skeleton Reaver, which is insane, mixed with Lightning Skeleton Mages, kills everything in endgame super fast. I believe you. Okay. Let's see, what's our is that we need at 17, so we need 2. Okay. So we need 2 things.
Let's try something else.
Int, we'll be fine, right? We're fine. We're fine, exiles. Bam. We just got a big damage up. Big damage up right there. Okay, also, where's our spirit? Guard scavenger. There we go. It's on. It was turned off for some reason. Yes, they added new tabs, Chris Verba. They added a Socketables tab. Hold all your Socketables. They also added a ritual tab. Stop. 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 That holds omens. Yep. Alright, let's see what that damage looks like now. I have a feeling that damage looks good. Let's take a look. Let's see how it's feeling. I didn't have any storm runes, I don't think. Obliterating everything now. And it's a bombard crossbow, so it's even better. That was a big stack of gold from that. Doja, I will kick you out of here. You need to stop going for my wires. It's not a meme at this point. It really isn't. I really don't want you to go for my wires. Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm pretty chill. I'm literally just playing the game as a very, 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 very normal person. That is about it. Alright, let's see. Hey, kitty, I will kick you out of this room. Okay? I'm not joking. I will literally kick you out. Why are there so many devourers? I don't remember there being so many devourers. Maybe it's because it's cruel. Ritual tab is stupid. I mean, you could also say the same about the Socketables tab. And that it could just be somewhere else. Right? They're just doing it to make money. I mean... Glad to see you using Tactician. It was your league start and you're having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's very, very powerful. The socket tab is good because there's so many. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying maybe it could have been rolled into something else, but they made a new one for it. It's fine. They need to make money. Whatever. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Something did a crap load of damage to me. I'm gonna go back and do the Crowbell. Oh no! Yeah, they did it so you can organize, but you could do it like with the fragment tab or whatever, but they just rolled it into a new tab. They made some nice money off it. I'm definitely gonna buy it. They're putting it out. I'm gonna buy it, and they know a lot of people think exactly like that, so that's why they did it. Look at my Dark Souls game, guys. Look at my Dark Souls game. Look at all those monsters. And yeah, the OST is just... We're just going in sequentially now for the Clair Obscure OST. I was playing a few of my favorites the past few streams, but now we're just doing it in sequence. And I'm thinking about the memories going through the first time. Man, I wish I could wipe my brain and replay that game. Although I guess going through it a second time, knowing the secrets of the story is probably going to be quite an interesting experience. Oh, what am I doing? Going the wrong way. As always. They added new weapons. They added the spear in 0-2. If you're talking about from PoE 1 to PoE 2, the only new weapon added between both games so far. There's spears and crossbows. Oh, wow. Yep, I have that node Archon. Yep, 100%. It's a pretty strong node. What? Did I just really get one tapped? What? 904? Really? I mean, I guess. I am a little surprised. Yeah, I just got one tap, dude. He slammed me with his fist. It almost seemed like a basic attack. What was that? Oh, this song is so good. Let me turn this up. This song is so good. Oh yeah, they added a bunch of new unique items, man. Most of them were chase items, though. So getting them is very unlikely, unless you're like in trade, right? Although they did up the drop rates of all chase items massively as well. Done. Just like that. Destroyed. Player Obscure had too many hot ladies, I couldn't think proper. I think pretty much all the characters in the game were pretty well done. And attractive, or just well designed. Even guys like Esquier, you know, like just the design of that character, giant fat mushroom dude, like so perfect. It definitely made me rethink, like, why the heck have I not been playing these games? So I am gonna buy and play Baldur's Gate 3 because a lot of people have essentially told me Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of that same experience, right? So I trust them. So I shall get BG3 and I shall play it. Oh, it's in the corner there. You did not enjoy BG3? I might not either. I didn't think I was going to enjoy Clair Obscur. I was prepared to refund it. And it's probably become one of my favorite games of all time. Which is a cliche thing to say now, right? I think the ritual place is right here, yeah? Yep. Great. BG3 and Elden Ring are the best games of the decade so far, so I've tried Elden Ring, I have not tried BG3. I think it's worth a try from my end. I also was gonna get Lies of Pi. Lies of P? Lies of Pi? I don't know. I saw they shadow dropped an expansion, and I thought that was probably like a really badass move. And it looked fun. The bosses looked so cool. But I'm just really bad at Souls combat. BG3 characters are written so well. Putting my shoes on, love BG1 and BG2. Oh yeah, I love BG1 and BG2. I played those when I was kids. When I was a kid. Love both those games. I never played Icewind Dale though. Oh, not another death. Good thing I'm not playing hardcore like a silly person. I think I might start PoE1's League in hardcore and transition to softcore if I die. Just to see how far I can get in hardcore. So there's like no harm against it, I don't think. Now that they changed the way that everything works. The transferring of leagues. Torment is an amazing story. Oh, Lies of P has a difficulty slider. Okay, well that makes me feel better because I know Dark Souls and Elden Ring don't. I know. You should just be able to beat it without the difficulty slider, but I'm a bad player, guys. I'm honest, okay? I was getting my butt absolutely torn apart when I was playing Elden Ring. I even streamed some of it. People couldn't believe how bad I was. It was really bad, guys. I'm not exaggerating. They're unlisted on my second channel if you're curious. It was really bad. Whoa. I play PoE, of course I like suffering. I don't like suffering. Orb of Alchemy. Wow. Gambit time. Alright, where's the loot box, guys? I need the loot box. Is it right here? Yep, it's right here. Do items get wiped going to softcore? They used to, but they changed. I think they changed it to act like PoE2 as well. I might be wrong about that. So I actually need to check on that because I don't want to do it if I'm going to get wiped. I keep getting sniped hard by these guys. You block your parry most of the time in Lies of P. Like 33 shouldn't be too big of a jump. Yeah. I became a parry god. And parries in that game feel so good. They really did a good job making those satisfying. Every time you get a parry, it's just such like a cinematic moment, especially a gradient counter. Oh my gosh. Oh, crop circle. What's going on, dudes? Just like that. Freaking annihilated, doggos. Grenades are powerful, guys. Like, grenades are busted. See, they'd be so powerful if you could like just choose. Wait, I think you can. I think Omega Cybers isn't telling me this. That I can choose when they're detonated. Load your crossbow with flaming bolts that explode on impact. The explosion will cause any grenades in its area of effect to also explode. Game's pretty busted, guys. What is with the triple messages going on in my chat? I gotta check that out, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry for the spam. PF build where you don't stop shooting while running full speed and carpet bombing yellows is fun. That sounds pretty cool. Alright, I think we should go to town. Got a lot of stuff here. I will never play a Souls-like since I saw a streamer trying to kill a boss for more than 4 hours. I think people get stuck on those sort of bosses for days, dude. Alright, Una Cell. Rip Cell. Oh, 15% movement speed, but it doesn't have this docked ground stuff. I don't think I'm going to do it. Nah. Nah. That's really nice. Okay, nope, 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 nope. Okay, I'm really curious. I wonder if I have the best stuff on Galvanic Shards. Double barrel. I wonder if I should do like a damage. Since it's my damage ability, maybe close combat. Maybe I could do this on something else. Is my daughter still awake? What is going on, guys? Oh, this is not good. This is really not good, guys. She should not be awake right now. This is crazy. Way past her bedtime. I usually get her to bed before I start streaming, but we were at my parents' house. We went out, my wife and I went out to dinner. Oh, not gonna be good. Not gonna be good. Uh-oh. Okay. Not break armor. He is bawling. Oh no. Oy, oy, oy. I wonder what should go on this one. I want to knock back Concoct. No. Devastate. Ricochet. No way. Lords of the Fallen is pretty hard. Wait for tier 3 and payload. Maybe more crit chance if they haven't like... Yeah, I don't really think there's anything. Less projectile speed? I don't even know. Expedite? Less detonation time? Hell yeah. How about that? Let's give that a go. I think this is the Manor music. Hey, Heimworts. Yes, this is Expedition 33 music. Wait, why am I pushing back people now? Ooh, here we go. Wow, that less detonation time is actually awesome. Heck yeah. That's a feel good for grenades. And why does it say less reload time on that skill? Shouldn't it mean more reload time? Because it was increasing my reload time, I believe. Not decreasing it. Makes you reload slower, less reload time. Maybe I'm just like being a dummy. No, I know it makes me reload slower. I guess I didn't. I read that wrong. I thought it made me reload faster. I didn't fully read the skill. Typical PoE player, right? Not reading the skill. I haven't played any crossbow skills. Right, doesn't it? Executa? No, totally. It does make it. It made me think I was taking less time to reload it. But yeah, this is the first time I'm playing crossbow skills too, so I'm learning. It's a learning experience. Am I getting closer to Executioner Man? Maybe. I'm definitely going in the corner of the map. When you get everything into a choke point like that and get the explosions, oh, it feels good. Go. Less reload speed, not. Whoa. You guys see my FPS drop right there? Oh my god, I thought I died. Not dying just yet. Okay, that's really nice to see. Heck yeah. My daughter just went to bed. My wife has been trying to get her to sleep since I started streaming. And we thought it was going to be an easy sleep tonight. How wrong were... What is the lightning skill? Galvanic shards. And I'm also using Voltaxic Grenade, and I want to use Storm Blast Bolts, but I haven't either. I wish they would remove some ground mobs, ground effects. Yeah. Yeah. You die to it more than the actual mobs of the skills of mobs. Yeah. Yeah. I see that. Especially if you have poor RNG and you get a ton of those spawned in. And everything is just ground effects. Hopefully as they add some more rare modifiers, they're less ground effects, you know? A more interesting thing with the monsters themselves. Game will evolve. Almost good boots. Guess what they're missing? One very, very that, guys. Movement speed. Absolutely vital. Alright, where are we going? We're doing crit chance. Gotta do crit chance on pretty much every build, right? Yes, I'm talking out of my ass. But I feel like that's only one of the best ways to just scale damage right now, honestly, in PoE2. One of the okay, how about one of the simplest ways? Maybe that's more fair. Druid coming in August. We don't know if it's Druid. It could be. I think it's going to be Templar, which is basically the Paladin in PoE2. I think either the Druid is not done, or they're going to save it. And I think it's personally going to be the Templar. Then they would also take advantage of the fact that ARPG players are really yearning for a real Paladin class. And I know Last Epoch has a Paladin, I know, but with like a Morning Star and flails and all that stuff, which Last Epoch does not have. Movement speed should be intrinsic on boots. Yeah, I wonder if that's something that they... Whoa, hey now, what's going on? I really wonder if that's something that they might flip on. Divs don't affect implicits, correct? Wow, in PoE 1 they don't. In PoE 2, I don't think they do, but I don't know. There's no Blessed Orb in PoE 2, so maybe they do. I honestly have not even used a div on an item in PoE 2, because they're so freaking rare. Well, I don't actually know the answer to that question, my man. Beard's looking good. Thank you, my man. I'm growing it out for a month, and then I'm going to start sculpting it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm at 2.5 weeks, so I've got a week and a half to go. This is the longest I've ever grown out my hair. And it's weird. It's quite weird. I will not lie.
This place is right fancy. Gold is wasted on the rich.
What is this robust crossbow here? Oh. It's wild how everything is valuable in SSF. I'm literally looking at everything for the rune sockets. I'm picking up all that crap. Painted crossbow. It has no special implicit, but it has a really high base damage. I mean, at this point, I feel like it's worth picking up that stuff and maybe just rolling on it. This music is a vibe. Well, thank you. It's Expedition 33. It's currently my favorite OST. I'm sorry, Camille. I love you, man. I'm just on the Expedition 33 vibe. I promise when the next update comes out for PoE2, I will go back to playing all the PoE2 music. As usual. But for now, we play Expedition 33 music. Yeah, that game was insanely good. I thought it was familiar. Yeah, bro. I recommend that game to all of my friends, all my coworkers, and yes, some of my coworkers are my friends. Currently, no, but I haven't sold it well enough. I haven't got somebody to play it and then tell me about it, right? So I feel a little bad. I really need to make a YouTube video so that I can feel better. Because I think I will be able to convince at least one person to buy it and play it if I make a YouTube video about it. And then I will feel good about myself because it just deserves it. It just deserves that. It deserves as many players as possible. And the devs are doing all these free. Doing all these extra updates that are like just awesome quality of life things for the game. I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with those, but they're legitimately just good. Like, they are now allowing people to like increase the difficulty of the game or artificially nerf themselves, refight one of the hardest bosses in the game immediately after when it was like only available to fight once. Just all this stuff. I really hope they're planning DLC. I will definitely play that. And whatever their next game is, whether it's in this universe or not, I will be buying it and playing it. They have earned a fan for life. As long as they maintain the quality. I mean, of course, you can always lose fans, but if they maintain this quality and stuff, like, I am very excited for whatever they have next. If I get Druid for my birthday, I'll be happy, as will I. If another game comes out that's even close to Expedition 33, it'll be one of the best years for gaming. Yeah, man. It was crazy. I don't know. Like, I feel like Tides of Annihilation is kind of giving the Expedition 33 vibes to me. I've seen a few trailers for that game and a little bit of hype about it, but not a lot of like fanfare or anything, which is kind of what happened with Expedition 33. It kind of just came out of nowhere. It even was dropped the same like week, I think, as the Oblivion remaster. And everybody's like, wow, Expedition 33 is just going to be dead because of the Oblivion remaster. And it persisted. Tomorrow came for Expedition 33, and it just persisted, you guys. And it deserved all that success. Alright, I think I'm going to go back to town and sell all that stuff. Oh, if I get anything else, go. Sell things. Getting there. Essentially all of Act 1. Act 1 Cruel, that is. Oh, this area has been pretty empty. I'm just gonna check what's... Yeah, Chance Shard. That must have been added. I don't think there was a Chance Shard there before. I'll take it though. Wow, that really slowed me down. Is this my first playthrough? This is not my first playthrough. This is my second playthrough of, well, that's my first SSF playthrough of the League. It's my second playthrough of the League itself. I played through on a Huntress, and I ended up doing Lightning Spear Primal Strikes. And this build right now is just it's Galvanic Shards, kind of completely homebrewed. I haven't looked up anything yet. And I'm just trying to get a full experience of PoE2 through SSF with all the new updates they've added through 0.20. But yeah, my first build was Lightning Spear. Basically. But I don't have any of those items here. Alright. You guys know I can't do this injustice.
I'll remove your head myself!
You could bloody well try!
Eat it!
One sec. This is my favorite boss music in PoE2.
Yes! That will not go unpunished! Run, little rabbit! First one's higher! Oriana! Open the cage! Release the beast!
Bro, you are getting annihilated, Gianor. Not even a chance, man.
Since you are too weak to do the job, I'll find someone who can. Goodbye, husband.
You manipulative whore!
You manipulative whore! I've given you! Oh, it's so good!
Desolation. Requiem and high. Chilling frost. You are hunted.
Almost got it.
Fang, tooth, and claw. Tortured under the moon.
The pack suffered but endured. And hound now in tune. No tales were told. None new, none old. And their endless hunger grew ever stronger. Here it comes! I smell your blood. And I am ravenous.
This is cruel.
Allow me to clear your mind, if only for a moment.
God, I love this part. Oh,
The madness, it consumed my being. Oriana used it against me.
Where has she taken the beast?
I found messages from the desert.
From the Vastiri?
Yes. Find her. Kill her. But first, please, stop the madness.
As you wish. We must make haste. Let us return to Clearfell to make our preparations.
No room.
it's so good, guys. Oh. Oh. Uh-huh. Alright. I'll keep it. This is my first character in SSF. I started completely fresh for this playthrough, guys. Alright.
Count, we can.
What's up, my dudes? I know you don't really have anything for me. Okay, you do. Alright, we gotta identify this stuff. Where'd you go? Here, buddy. Alright, let's see. Ooh. Almost nice. So close to nice.
Stay safe.
Salvage the rest of that stuff. I do wish these were closer together. I complained about the same exact thing in Diablo 4. I don't like even in towns, like I think they should be closer together. Like it's kind of BS in my opinion that they're so far apart. I'll keep that crossbow.
Don't think that'll
All
go
right.
down well here.
Guess let's check him one last time.
How can I help? What would you like?
Fire damage. Fizz damage. D6. Oh, wow. I'd be curious. End to 20%. Okay. End to 20 physical damage. That's pretty nice. That one's pretty nice too. Maybe I'll buy this one and slam it. See what happens. Do I think they will remove the reload feature for crossbows? Nah. I don't think so. I think it keeps them pretty distinct from other weapons. And they're balanced with the whole reload feature in mind. I mean, they could completely redo the balancing, but I very much doubt it. It would just be like a bow. There's a lot of ways to work with the reload feature. Yeah, somebody just said it. Yeah, Josek. Oh. Did you do more classes, please? Of course, we all really want more classes. All right, pray. Exiles, pray. Fizz damage. Lightning damage. Dexterity's not bad. Not what we want either. Hey, Radius. Quit while I'm behind. Probably quit. I'll just quit. I'll just quit. I don't want to keep going. Sunk cost. Sunk cost. Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. I did also say, guys. So I'm gonna do a react. Yeah. Yeah, guys. I'm gonna do a react. Okay? I very rarely do reacts. But there's a video that I kind of wanted to watch on stream. Made by my friend Gavryn. About GGG. No. Gavryn Gaming. Stop trying to autocorrect me. Okay? Here you go.
Greetings.
All right, guys. It is called Why Grinding Gear Games Can't Hire You and Why That Might Be a Problem. Okay, you guys? I'd like to watch this video. Just to... I kind of listened to it. It's pretty insightful. It's pretty interesting too. I'll provide some commentary. I know I don't typically do a lot of I don't do like any reacts, but I feel like this is the video that more people should see, especially if you're a Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile 2 player. It's kind of a look at GGG from a real life point of view. Okay? Let's see. I'll check the audio levels.
Greetings, Exiles. I'm Gav. Grinding Gear Games is facing a little bit of a dilemma right now. One that most people aren't even aware of. With now not one but 2 live service titles under their belt, and Path of Exile 1 taking a back seat for the better part of a year in order for them to lay the groundwork of PoE2's early access.
Not even the better part of a year. 11 months. Yeah, almost a full year.
The pressure is at an all-time high for GGG to continuously deliver quality content at a predictable pace for both games. For this studio, the issue has never really been ambition or talent. The real bottleneck has to be New Zealand's strict hiring laws.
All right, so slight plug. We're hiring. We're in New Zealand, so that's hard. It's hard to get work visas, and we don't pay as much as the Bay Area. But if that's no problem, and you want to work on Path of Exile and like everything you saw, there's the contact details.
Right?
You know, sorry, totally off topic, but I wonder if that's still Chris's Discord. I wonder if I could friend him and try to message him and see if he would do like an offline interview or something. Interesting.
Grinding Gear Games is an accredited employer under New Zealand's Accredited Employer Work Visa Program, or AEWV, so they have the ability to hire outside of New Zealand and Australia, but the AEWV requirements state that before you can ask a migrant worker to apply for a visa, first you have to apply for a job check in order to verify whether or not the job meets the criteria of applying outside of New Zealand. I literally recorded footage for New Zealand's immigration website on Sunday for this video, and the job check section changed on Monday. So I've gone back and gotten updated footage of the website. To my surprise, the requirements are even more strict, and it states even more clearly that the AEWV is designed to ensure that New Zealanders are first in line for jobs. Due to the complexity that's now involved here, I'm not going to try and dissect the legalese or act like I know what all of this means. But essentially, it's a major pain in the ass to even attempt to offer jobs to non-citizens. As of June 2nd, 2025, on the Grinding Gear Games website, it says at the very bottom of their employment offerings, Please only apply if you currently reside in New Zealand or Australia and are either a New Zealand or Australian citizen. Whether that's by choice or by necessity, I'm not.
That is crazy, guys. New Zealand's not that big. And one of the other issues too, right? Obviously it applies to people who are in New Zealand and Australia. A lot of people don't want to move from Australia to New Zealand. New Zealand is so remote. It's so detached from the rest of the world. Maybe it's your dream job, but would you leave your dream job to, or would you leave for your dream? Would you leave your family to work at your dream job? Maybe some people would. I don't think I would. No, that was for all jobs, Dave.
Not sure. But
and I do have a little bit of insider knowledge here. Yeah, they're really struggling with this.
But it's a clear bottleneck, and one that makes scaling up a lot harder than it is for other game studios, particularly those in the US. A wise man once said, size doesn't matter, it's about how you use it. And when it comes to game studios, that couldn't be more true. The total number of people credited on Diablo 4 is near or even over like 9,000 or some crazy number. But the Diablo 4 team of developers, artists, and otherwise at Blizzard is closer to 300 or so. The team working on World of Warcraft recently formed a union at Blizzard. They're sitting at around 500 strong right now. As of July 2024, Bungie had reportedly 850 employees working on Destiny 2. I could go on and on listing off larger companies.
There's that many people working on Destiny 2? I thought people hate Destiny 2. What? I thought people hate that. I only see hate about that game. That's crazy. And wow, that's very few people actually working on World of Warcraft. Wow. Very few devs.
With questionable output for their team size. But they aren't just a lean and efficient team. Their quality to budget ratio is extremely impressive. By Jonathan Rogers' own admission in a recent interview with Destin, the total development costs of Path of Exile 2 was under $100 million.
Are you able to give us any hints about what Path of Exile 2 costs to make? Like, is it over 8 digits? Or if it's 9 digits, does that number start with a 2?
It's definitely not 9 digits. It's, you know,
Okay.
it's much lower than 9 digits. I don't honestly, I don't have the figure completely to hand, but I will certainly say that we were profitable from that launch. Like the early access launch made us profitable, right? Like
Great.
like in terms of it paid off the development.
Dude, Destin is so reserved. Destin is so reserved. Can you... My reaction would be like, whoa, that's crazy. I've heard this before, so I'm not having that reaction right now. But if I heard that in the moment, just, what do you mean? You're profitable? You worked on this for 7 years and the early access supporter packs made you profitable? Okay, 1, wow. 2, how profitable? Like, what are we talking? Did you just earn back what it cost? Are you like 50% over? Like, what? That's crazy. And Destin's just like, right. Like, this guy, you must talk to these super powerful, super famous like game devs all the time. Maybe it's a little bit like, just, okay, yeah, cool, to him.
Costs for sure. So you know, we're perfectly fine there. I guess you're probably thinking about the fact that, you know, in America development budgets have ballooned very significantly, and there seems to be sort of issues there. I guess that's sort of a problem that you know, I guess would be specific to America, I would say, because the rest of the game development industry and the rest of the world, I don't think is having that same kind of concern. So yeah, you know, it was the project ended up very well in that regard.
Good. That's great to hear. I was sort of curious, why do you think you have such a good grasp on your cost to profit ratio versus the Western market? Is it just where you live, or like what helps?
I don't think it's necessarily, I mean, okay, so California obviously has very high salaries relative to other countries, but I mean, I would say New Zealand's pretty much in line with the rest of the world as far as salaries go.
I also love how he's just like, yeah, California's basically a country, you know, right? It is. It's like the 4th largest GDP in the world.
Like outside of that, So I mean, salaries is definitely a part of it, but the other thing as well is we try to be a very efficient company, right? Like we try to lower the bureaucracy. We haven't, got multiple levels of middle management and things like that. We just, try to keep things slim and lean and efficient. And it's sort of interesting because something that happens to us is that for a lot of people, our company is their first job. And so at some point, they'll decide for whatever reason they want to leave and go to another company. And a lot of the time when that happens, they have an awakening of like what other companies are actually like, because they sort of assume like they'll be in our company and then they'll see and they'll often think, oh, it's so inefficient that this is happening or that is happening, or whatever. And then they go to another company and they realize actually GGG is very efficient relative to a lot of other companies.
I won't name names, but I actually know what he's talking about. I know someone who moved from Grinding Gear Games to Riot and to work, I think it was on League of Legends, in a leadership role, like a very high up role. And then they moved back to Grinding Gear Games because the bureaucracy was just too much for them. And they were like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I have to go back. Additionally, Grinding Gear Games, the way they operate, guys, like people, you might be confused kind of why like sometimes Jonathan and Mark don't know about like all the changes in interviews and stuff, but it's because they don't work as one. They don't all work in unison as like one big gear, right? There's a whole bunch of different gears moving at different speeds, working on different things, and one leader might just say, yeah, go make that change, and a programmer or a game designer might go make it, and maybe it doesn't even make it to Jonathan or Mark, right? And all these things are just, or maybe they just hear about it offhand once. All these different moving parts are what makes Grinding Your Game so efficient. There was not, okay, it has to go from game designer to their manager, and then from that manager to the director, and then from like the little, I don't know, animation director, and then from the animation director up to Jonathan, and then Jonathan will have to talk to Mark about it, and then they'll have to have a meeting about. No, it's just like, we're going to do this, make the change, let's go. That's literally how, I've talked to a lot of people at Grinding Your Games, that is how it operates. Damn impressive it's not more broken. Seriously.
So it's something that I kind of take pride in, but it's also a source of frustration for me a lot of the time because, like this is something I care a lot about. And so anytime there is any kind of thing, which is like I can see bureaucracy building up, it kind of, goes, I have to get rid of that, So like it's kind of a constant thing where I just constantly have to be fighting against it because it's as I said, something that just builds up in companies over time, and we're getting bigger, right? Like we're over 200. I think we're about 210 at the moment. Like some of those things start to pile up, and like you start to run into scaling issues. So I'm really hoping we'll be able to keep our kind of lean approach, because I do think it's a huge part of why we're able to create content efficiently and deliver quickly.
Whether it's game design, monetization, or community interaction, Grinding Gear Games is punching well above their weight within their genre, and honestly the industry as a whole. One thing GGG has never shied away from is admitting when something isn't working. In Jonathan Rogers' most recent interview with my pal Talkative Try, he laid out a clear roadmap for their path forward.
I mean, just to sort of talk about this, I mean, I was going to say this at the start of the, the live stream for PoE1, but I suppose I might as well just say it now. So basically, like, in the past, well, not in the distant past, we always had like, the deadline is locked, the features are not, right? Like that's the way that that we want things to be. And the reason why you do that is because you can't lock both, right? You can't say this is the time and these are the features there will be, right? Because there's always development, things happen, right?
Yes.
So effectively, if you want to lock the features, you can't lock the date, and if you want to lock the date, you can't lock the features. And so basically, we in the further go past were always locking dates, but then, like as we sort of had PoE2 in development, we started to get to a point where we were locking features instead. And I think honestly that kind of wasn't the best. It kind of means that you're in a situation where when dates aren't predictable, like players don't know what's going on, and also you can't communicate with the players about when things are going to happen. Because because we don't know, right? It's like, well, the feature has to happen. The huntress has to make it in. We don't know when it's going to be ready. We can't announce the date until the point where we know that that's happening, right? All I can do is give a vague estimate. So now, and I think this is going to be much healthier for PoE1 as well. We're locking dates. We know when things are going to be. Like if something doesn't get done.
I had to hold in myself, okay, when he said this. I legitimately had to hold my, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't look at chat. People are probably freaking out. Holy crap, I can't believe he's saying this right now. I did not expect this. I expected him to be like, gonna care about both games, or I can't give you any promises here, no solids. We're gonna put out updates when they're ready. We love PoE1 and PoE2 equally. Sometimes stuff will have to be delayed for PoE2 for PoE1 because we have to focus on PoE2. That's what I expected. And then Jonathan just comes in and absolutely blows away my expectations, right? I'm so happy. So no words. No words.
We just won't put it in. We'll put it in the next one, you know? So I think that's a much better way of doing development. So what that means is, you know, we've got the PoE1 release coming up, you know, that's in June. And then, you know, we'll have the PoE2 release 2 months after that. So 4 months from one to the other. But then we know we're locking in already. Like there'll be another PoE1 release 4 months after the PoE1 release that we have, right? That'll be locked in. And then we'll have another PoE2 release 4 months after that in December, right? So we're basically saying we're doing 4 months. It's going to be consistent. It's going to always be the case. You know, like we don't want to have this kind of uncertainty around this anymore. And the other thing that locking dates does is it kind of does act as a forcing function of like, you know, you actually do need to, you know, to to make sure you're actually shipping something.
Yeah.
So you know, that's kind of a like a very important element of that. So yeah, effectively like the change in development model there, like back to locking dates, I think is just going to be way better.
They know that there's work to do, and they're
100% true. You view the careers page and it reads that the Australia-New Zealand limitation is only for the customer support role. Well, that's cool. Okay. That's good. That's good. Because it is darn hard to get devs, I think, just from Australia and New Zealand right now. Seriously. It's hard regardless to get people to move all the way out there, probably take a lower pay, leave their families behind, leave everything they've ever known behind. It's a tremendous task. And then if you ever want to see them, you have to fly back from New Zealand, and it's a crazy long flight. It's just a wild thing to do.
actively course correcting in order to get that right. Path of Exile 1 is no longer fully exiled, and Path of Exile 2 should continue course.
That was a good line. Path of Exile 1 is no longer fully exiled.
From the position that they propped it up in, with constant quality of life and gameplay improvements rolling in almost weekly.
Yeah, ridiculous.
As well as a larger content patch containing a new league, balance adjustments, and new features every 4 months, consistently and reliably. Behind Path of Exile 1 and 2 is a team and studio that's shown time and time again that when they're trusted to deliver, they do. The only question now is, can they actually pull it all off?
Hopefully.
I think it's really just going to be up to time and the player base to decide, but if history tells us anything, it's that GGG doesn't just survive under pressure, they rise to meet it. They've definitely made mistakes, just like any live service game has, but they've also learned to pivot, and in so doing, they've built one of the most respected ARPGs in the world.
And one of the most passionate communities.
All from scratch in Chris Wilson's garage in New Zealand. I hope that they can continue to find talented and passionate folks in the smaller pool of New Zealand and Australia to work on their game. They also have some really large shoes to fill with the departure of Frishi and Rory recently. But I'm sure both of those gentlemen will go on to do great things in the industry, and I look forward to seeing what they put out. Some of you may not know who these legends at Grinding Gear Games were. I kind of had a tentative plan to do a video to showcase their legacy and how much of an impact both of them had at the studio, so definitely let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in seeing or hearing. For those of you that made it this far into the video, first of all, thank you so much. And I have a question for you. Do you think you're going to be coming back to play patch 0.3 in Path of Exile 2?
Yes. Still playing 0.2.
Or are you going to be balls deep in patch 3.26? Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel for more Path of Exile 2 and gaming content. And I'll see all of you exiles in the next one. Farewell.
Yeah, Gab's videos are always great, you guys. I just really wanted to watch that on stream. Here, I'll do the thing and I'll just link it in the chats. Always great videos. Give it a like. Give it a watch yourself if you'd like to. I see a comment here. Let me see, what's that? I don't know why they're giving in to the fans of Path of Exile 1. No company continues to work in the same way on the old game when a sequel comes out. People are very nostalgic about PoE. Well, the difference here, Wagnark, is that Path of Exile, it never really stopped getting updated, except now, of course, the past 11 months. It had its biggest release of all time in July of 2024. All time. Highest player peak. One of the best retention rates, right? So, and Grinding Gear Games also said that they have no intention for it to die off, right? So there's a few different things happening here. One, the game is still beloved by hundreds of thousands, probably millions of people, right? More like hundreds of thousands of avid players. It's not, you know, retired, not in and it was never put in maintenance mode. Grinding Gear Games actively developed it. They said they were going to continue actively developing it. And I do think it's good that they have both games going, because the way that Grinding Gear Games operates is they take a lot, even though they have their own vision, they take a lot of suggestions in from the community. So they will change the game to fit kind of what the community wants in the long run, right? I think that's really important to note here, because it's good that Path of Exile 1 is unique, is distinct from PoE2, because then those games can kind of develop in separate ways, instead of then having a lot of the older ARPG, Path of Exile 1 community come to PoE2 and really want to sculpt it into the next iteration of Path of Exile 1, while many people might want an evolution instead of an iteration, you know? So, yeah, overall, thought it's a great video. Gav always does awesome stuff, you guys. Okay. I think with that, Exiles... Oh, I hope we get Mercs in PoE2 as well. With that, Exiles, thank you all so much for watching the stream. Really nice stream. We had a nice turnout. I'm just playing Path of Exile 2, not doing all the prep for PoE1. I'm going to do the same on Thursday night. I know, blasphemy. And then on Friday, we'll be playing some Path of Exile 1 and doing the Path of Exile. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. It was fun. Glad we got to beat Act 1 Cruel. Hopefully we can beat Act 2 in the next stream. Let's see who's currently streaming. We got anybody? Got anybody that I'm following here? There will be a dead league. I don't think it's gonna be dead. I think I'm gonna raid a tiny Path of Exile. Oh, look, we got anti-swipe up. We're gonna raid anti-swipe. He's playing Hero Siege. Go tell him to play Path of Exile 1. Give him a login for Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile 2, you guys, on Twitch. Give him a good login. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. Stay sane, you guys. I'll talk to you later.